ponies.
Thanks. Was it just me, or did Applejack seem a little tired, dizzy, messy? Well, did you see her mane?
Starting off with a pretty pony herself, we got Miss Rarity up first. So for the most part with my designs, I've been kind of sticking with the conventions that everyone else does. But I had a vision for Rarity. I saw this perfect, beautiful design in my head, and I really wanted to go for it. The pose, although really, really fun, was kind of a nightmare to get right. You'll see me go back and mess with the hands quite a lot as this goes on. I like to think that Miss Rarity here runs a little Etsy shop boutique instead of just an actual boutique. And so she's just in her room a lot, constantly filming different TikToks, promotions, all that kind of stuff to just up her sales, get the word out. And I feel like she'd also be pretty successful. She'd have a good bit of money coming in from that. She's probably also a double major, with one in fashion design and the other in marketing. And she's somehow able to not only manage but thrive with that, her shop, and her social life. Because, she's the ITGIRL and also Barbie. So gave her a cane so that she can serve, but also because I wanted to add a little more diversity. I'm a diversity enjoyer. I wanted more diversity. And, of course, in the original horse version, she is, known for fainting quite a bit. And whether that's for dramatic effect or is actual fainting, she gets a cane. I say so, she gets a cane. And then this was the long, painful journey of me lining each part of the braid. I did it so that coloring and shading and all that would be easier, but oh god, it took a fat second, let me tell you guys. Oh, and I'm gonna say it again, like I have in the other two videos, which, by the way, you should go watch. You should go give them a watch. I worked really hard on them, pointy fingers. But yeah, I'm not redesigning the Pony 6 in this video. I'm just making their design, I don't know, a little more fun, a little more silly. I do plan to redesign them another day, but that video, it's gonna be a big one. But yeah, so like all the others, I gave Rarity fancy little hooves and a long tail, because I really like when people do that with their unicorn redesigns. And also, I did not want to draw Canon Rarity's tail. That thing, while it's very pretty, is very difficult to draw, and I've always struggled to draw it. And look at this old art if I can find it. If not, you'll just listen to me talk about it. But oh god. And like I did with Pinky, I also gave Rarity quite dark skin to help her bright colors and white clothes contrast and stand out. Her braids are all, of course, extensions, because oh god, it would take way too long to grow that amount of hair, Jesus Christ. But that's also why the base of her hair is just black and the braids themselves are purple, so that she doesn't have to dye the whole thing. It was around this time that I was actually on a Discord call with a couple of my friends, and my partner was in there and watching me draw, and while they were doing that, they actually had the biggest brain idea ever to give her a little bit of vitiligo. So I took that idea and put it where her unicorn horn should be, as a nice subtle nod to it. And while we're on the topic of it, can we talk about how weird it is in the EQG series when the girls pony up that the Pegasi and Twilight get their wings, but the unicorns don't get their horns? Like, I understand it looked a little weird, but also it's even weirder that it's not there, and it confuses me to no extent. And a little bit of gold lipstick is just put on her bottom lip, actually, because I wanted her lips to stand out more because it was kind of hard with the dark skin, and the contrast is very nice. So a little cursive R for her shop logo on the diamond, because of course she made her bag, she made her whole entire outfit. What did you expect? She probably also stitches or embroiders that are into all of the clothes that she makes, because she's a queen and will sign her work. But that is Miss Rarity. I feel like she and Pinky are probably my two most favorite designs out of all of these, which you'll see at the end.
Magic kindergarten.
So, while everyone else's design isn't super affected by where in the story we are, Twilight's at least should be, in my opinion. So because Equestria is set in a medieval time period, kind of, I feel like she would be wearing medieval clothing when she first, steps into the human world through the portal. And because of that, I wanted her outfit to not be the most, cohesive. My thinking is that she arrives in the human world, sees that everyone is wearing, you know, our style of outfits, and that her outfit doesn't match, and that she sticks out like a sore thumb, even though she wouldn't know what thumbs are, but she'll learn. So she and Spike go and raid the Lost and Found to get her a normal looking outfit, and her medieval one is just kind of stuffed under there. Also, I normally do include a little rendition of the pony self when I draw these, but to me, it didn't quite make sense because this is Pony Twilight. Normally when I do it, it's like, oh, this is the let's say, human Applejack and the pony Applejack, and they're from different universes, so even though they're the same, they are completely different people. With Twilight, they're the same, so I don't know, it didn't make sense to me, so that's why Spike is there. Speaking of Spike, I made him a French Bulldog because that's canon to me. I still kind of find it weird that they made him a dog when they should have at least, like, made him a bird or something, because, you know, dragons and birds and chickens and dinosaurs. But, like, also, a talking parrot would make a lot more sense than a talking dog, but okay, go off, I guess. But yeah, so I made Spike a Frenchie because, one, he makes sense to me. Two, also, as you guys know by now, my partner is the one that helps me with, like, not only animal anatomy, but regular anatomy. They know anatomy better than me, and they always help me check through it, which I'm very thankful for. But they have a French Bulldog that they draw constantly, and so I know that they would know a French Bulldog's anatomy inside and out, so I just like, yeah, I'll just do this one. That's easier. I made a little logo for the school because I feel like she would have found a branded hoodie when she was diving into the Lost and Found. And it's just, you know, CU for Cancer-Lot University. I just said Cancer-Lot, Jesus fuck! I apologize to the cancer-infected community. As you've probably seen by now, I did give Twilight little pointed ears, and that's because I like putting silly little reasons for silly little things, and so I think that any pony in the human world with their human design would have pointed ears. Just like as a little small visual distinction. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like the audience sees it, but the characters in the world don't see it. I don't know. I think it's cool. And if the characters did see it and, you know, would ask Twilight about it, I feel like she'd probably say, oh, it's a birth defect. And then probably Pinkie Pie would be like, oh, weird, there's another girl on campus with a birth defect like that. You should talk to her. Her name's Sunset Shimmer. And then Twilight would be like, what? And then, you know, drama. And all of the pony humans also would have, like, naturally fun colored hair. So, like, Twilight's hair is just naturally, like, you know, purple and pink. Whereas Pinkie Pie, she dyes her hair, like I've said in the previous video. I think I said that. I hope I did. And then because of Twilight's horn, she also has a little diamond on her forehead, which is, you know, cute and simple. She also probably has similar markings on her shoulder blades where her wings would go. And, you know, other Pegasi would have the same. And I'm not really sure what Earth pony humans would have. Maybe markings on their feet and hands, something like that. And then one more thing, because Twilight is an alicorn and is therefore extra powerful, I gave her special pupils instead of just like a regular, like, you know, iris and then the color part around it. She has little diamond-shaped iris that are pink, and, you know, it's cute. It's kind of hard to see in the drawing, but I do promise that it is there. Also, she's not wearing socks because she's a heathen. I gave Spike a green bandana because I feel like bandanas are just the medieval equivalent of a dog collar. Also, I hate Spike's color palette. I hate his canon color palette. It was so bad to work with. Why does he look like this? Bad. Stop it. And this is coming from someone whose two favorite colors are purple and green. The problem is they just aren't really, it's hard to make them look good together. I like the help. I took the Argyle pattern from Twilight's like warmers and put it on the little sweater that she's wearing underneath the hoodie because Argyle does feel correct, and even though this is from the Lost and Found, I feel like she'd look at it and go, this is so beautiful to me, and then put it on. So as we know, Twilight does not know how to use her hands, so she doesn't know how to tie his shoelaces either, which is why one of them is tucked in and the other has fallen out. Overall, low-key, she's probably my least favorite design out of all of the Pony 6. I don't know, I feel like something's missing with it. I feel like it needed just one extra more thing for pizzazz, but I couldn't figure it out what it was, so, you know, there you go, there's Twilight. And, of course, the updated lineup for you all. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and what you want to see next. I'm probably going to take a bit of a break from ponies. I thought I could push through for another, but I'm kind of getting burnt out on them. They're fun, don't get me wrong, but I think after these two, I'm taking a little break from them and going to try some other stuff. I want to apologize too in case the audio sounded like weird or choppy at all. I have asthma and it was kind of flaring up a little when I was like doing the first half of recording for this, mostly during Rarity's part. And I tried to cut out all the breathing, but you know, sometimes they slip through the cracks. So sorry for breathing. Shameless self-promo, feel free to check out any of the social medias on the screen. It's solar_limbo across all platforms. And don't forget to shine on. I'll see you in the next one.